happened. This was the camera on my vlogging machine, attached to this, which is attached to my vlogging machine, and I crashed on my one wheel, and it snapped in half. This thing is super dangerous. I'm just as beat up as it is. I'm just as beat up as it is as it is. I'm just as beat up as it is. I'm just as beat up as it is. It has all these nicks, scratches, scuffs, the metal's coming off, and like, I got bruises, I got scuffs, I got cuts. It's breaking my stuff. This thing is dangerous. Let's reenact what happened, okay?
This is what my vlogging machine, my Osmo, used to look like prior to crash. Let me show you what happens when I crash. That's what happens. It just comes off. And I hurt myself for realsies. I'm telling you, that one wheel, that's a dangerous beast. You people watch out. Wear helmets. Alright, look at me. I want to do an update. It's been a while, we're back at Pluto, having real talk time, and I want to talk about social media, millennial social porn. Haven't talked about it since my first vlog, and I want to do an update about travel. So, if I open my Instagram, I'll scroll through and look. Someone's at Patagonia saying, I'm so cool. Scroll some more. Someone's on top of pyramids. And they're like, no big deal. Someone is playing with tigers in Thailand. Look where I am and where you're not. Millennials love to travel and they love to post that. And what they're really posting is not like this beautiful moment that they had. They're posting, what they're saying is, look where I am and look where you're not. I know that every single one of those posts, they poured hours over that, trying to take the right picture at the right time and editing it and spending hours trying to figure out what to say and posting it at the right time so it has the most traction. And I know that you didn't just on a whim step off a bus, see the sunset, and have this like beautiful epiphany. Maybe you did, but that's not what you're saying with that post. What you're saying is, look where I am and where you're not. So let me tell you about my kind of personal definition of travel and how the millennial trend of adventure travel is just perverse. It is social media porn. Travel isn't just the physical transfer of yourself from one place to another. It's an emotional nirvana, facilitated often, but not always, by physical transience. It's like, it reminds me of the Danish writer and storyteller Hans Christian Andersen. You may know him. He wrote like everything that Disney makes. He says, to travel is to live. And I believe that because he wrote that in a time when you couldn't just jump on a plane and go to Siberia or go to Egypt. Travel is a deliberate decision to entertain a new idea or pursue a new experience, and most important, turn the mundane into the feeling of newness and getting lost. That's what millennials like to do. They like that feeling of newness and getting lost. But what they don't understand is you don't have to travel 14,000 miles away to get that. Travel is a mental thing. It's an emotional thing. And I think it's gross, and I actually despise that this millennial trend that you have to spend tons of money, you have to go super far away just to see something new. You don't have to do that because we're giving up everything that our community has to offer, all the new things that literally are down the street. When I lived in Utah, and the day before I moved, I met a neighbor a couple blocks down, coolest person in the world. She had a treehouse that was 4 stories high. And I spent my whole summer trying to travel to different places and see new things and find these cool people. When I was like, what? I could go down 2 streets and find this most amazing person, a most amazing story. That's real travel right there. Traveling is a transfer of ideas, and learning to travel well is learning to appreciate the ideas and movements and work of others. Let modern day communication enable you to glean experience from another person. You know, you don't personally need to go to play with those tigers in Thailand. Maybe you can experience that through Instagram or through another means. And that way, social media is great. But unfortunately, people are making it so perverse and taking it what could be so holy and wholesome into something that's awful. I want to look at someone's photography and be inspired. I don't want to look at it and think, wow, you're just rubbing that in my face because I'm not where you are. Let Instagram be a place of vibrant ideas instead of a social validation platform based on arbitrary double taps to make us feel a little worse about ourselves. Honestly, travel is a vehicle for empathy. It's not to serve us, but to enable us to understand others. It's not about this outward portrayal, it's an inward thing, so we understand more of other people. It's not about, oh, well, I've been to Antarctica and swam with penguins and then I slept with a polar bear in an igloo. It's like, no, don't do that. We are constantly looking outward, but really what we need to do is look inward. It's perverse when we use travel to promote ourselves or boast, when that's the last thing that it's about. It's about new people, new cultures, new connections, new experiences, the inward, what we can understand and how we can have more empathy towards our fellow man. I think that concludes Real Talk. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Oh yeah, look where I am and look where you're not. Thank you, airport, for not confiscating my one wheel and thinking it's a hoverboard and that it explodes. Because it's not a hoverboard and it doesn't explode, because it's a one wheel. Also, I'm in Salt Lake, just landed. I'm gonna go meet my friend Thomas. Woo! Cruising in Temple Square. Oh. Where's Thomas? Where's my friend with the hoverboard? Where are you?
Isn't that like 3 or 4 miles?
No, that's like 4 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
That thing is. I've been watching.
Dude,
videos
it
all
charges.
day. Did you see my text messages? Oh, you gotta do the slalom dance.
Slalom down that. Boom!
This is amazing. This is amazing. The hill is awesome.
You want to keep it for a week?
Yes, or a day.
But I can't. It's mine though. I can't give it to you for a week.
One day. Please. For me.
Have you flown one before?
Yeah, I have one more.
Do you think it's cool?
I want.
Flying drones with kids is always chaotic. There's like no other. There's like you cannot make it a organized, peaceful experience. It's always gonna be mayhem, them crowding you, them trying to touch you, and like, can I fly it? Can I take it? Can I have it? How much does it cost? Whoa, you're the coolest kid ever. And I was like, yeah, I know. But despite all the chaos, it's totally worth it. It's always it's the funnest. And then the kids are like, you're like the coolest guy in the world. And I was like, thanks. So I'm on a shoot in Salt Lake right now. I'm filming a bride and a groom. I have several camera setups. I have this one. I have Tanner, show me that one. 2 cameras on a piece of wood. And then I have Mike, who's on the ground plucking blossoms for me. Because we're throwing blossoms into the frame. That's what you do when you're a filmmaker. You have you just pluck blossoms. And then there's Tanner with a block of wood. And then there's me with this. My two assistants are just like sitting down. They're super lackadaisical. I'm not paying you for this, you guys.
I know.
And that's when he said, that's why we're sitting down. We just finished our wedding shoot with the couple. Where are they? They're right there. We're on top of Salt Lake City right now. And then I have Mike and Tanner flying my drone and holding the big camera. There, that's the big camera. This wedding couple's pretty sweet because they've been our guinea pigs, and I've just been like, hey, I want to do this, this, and this, and they're like, okay, okay, and okay, and that's pretty good. Oh, where's my drone? Where's my drone? I see you. No, no, where are you? There you are, drone. There's my drone. I see you.